Hello, Digital Tech Virtual. This is Module 13 overview. Two assignments this week, ideation to investment pitch. That is another just AI conversation with ChatGPT, where at the end of the day, you copy and paste the conversation either into a Google Doc or just copy a shareable link to the conversation for the submission there. But in this one, we go all the way from the beginning of like an ideation for a business idea, all the way to creating a target audience, creating a website, and not quite a website, but a website blueprint. And at the end of the day, a projections and a pitch presentation. So it's just 12 steps, but really exciting assignment. And then crafting a community. This is just an early ideation phase for what we're going to be moving into next week, which is creating an online community in Mighty Networks. And so some might be familiar with Mighty Networks, but the thing is this week it's the focus, and the focus of like online communities is the focus of the value of traffic online. For one thing, if you can create a lot of traffic online, that's valuable. So you can create value by creating traffic. This is how a lot of, if you imagine a lot of influencers and that whole kind of market has kind of come out of this new internet traffic, value, right? And so, again, those are the two assignments for this week. Normally, I would maybe record a extra lecture video for this walkthrough, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it here in this overview because we're only going to go through a few of these slides. But speaking of these concepts, introducing community concepts and hypothetical community design. The value of online communities. In the digital age, communities provide connection and shared purpose. Communities boost brand loyalty and customer engagement. Discord fosters connection and collaboration through targeted communities, building a strong user base through interaction and engagement. So, I mean, many pros. For one thing, if you can get a lot of validation for your idea before investing like time or money, but like at the same time, really getting the earliest customers, right? Like all in ready to pay on day one, right? That is a really amazing way to think of it. But then also it creates this element where there might be other professionals or entrepreneurs or web designers that like might be able to give you amazing feedback that might change the whole business in a really positive way. Okay. Why invest in a community? These things keep members connected and returning, valuable insights, brand awareness, user-generated content, network effects. Okay, what are network effects? So network effects occur when community becomes more valuable as people join. Value increases. Each new member contributes to unique skills and insights, making the community more useful. So that's pretty obvious as you get, like, if it's a community that involves professionals in a certain field, the more professionals you get on there talking, the more valuable that community becomes. Similar, like at Reddit, for example, as more users join, the community becomes more valuable for information exchange across diverse interests. So, like, imagine Reddit in its earliest days. There needs to be a lot of people creating all of that content in order for it to be valuable. Or same thing for like Facebook or Instagram or any like social media. If there's only 5 people on it, it's not that valuable. It needs to have a lot of people. And this is when we start to talk about like the tipping point. So critical mass reaches the size that drives organic growth. This is where like fundamentally the business stops, or like the community admins stop promoting the community the way that they started. So in other words, maybe it was word of mouth, a little bit word of mouth, but not so much. Maybe it was like internet ads and there's marketing campaigns. But now it changes because, like, for example, you don't have Facebook or Instagram because Facebook or Instagram is like running ads and you saw their ad and you have it because all of your friends have it, right? Like, why do professionals get on LinkedIn? Because all the other professionals are on LinkedIn, right? It's not because they just like were watching TV or whatever and saw a TV commercial for it. maybe 10 or 20 years ago, when those companies were first like entering the market. But then they hit that point where the value of the community in itself was that all the professionals are on LinkedIn. That's why I'm on LinkedIn. So this is the idea as you think of like growing the community. Then we're going to leave out the last two slides. But yeah, so when you hear the term critical mass, that's when like fundamentally it changes in how the new customer acquisition. Okay. So good. Back to this. Again, this week is getting into communities. Also, there's this really amazing video here. I would recommend watching that as well. Okay. But just these two assignments this week, both due April 13th. Okay. But I gotta let you go. If you have any other thoughts or questions at all, please reach out. Okay. All right. Bye.